when we talk about what makes the Protestant vision of justification distinct from the Catholic one, we're looking at three things. Number one, what's called forensic justification. The Reformers taught that justification was forensic rather than formative. In other words, it's a divine declaration of righteousness, that God declares you righteous rather than actually forming you as righteous. Rather than making you righteous, he just declares you holy, he declares you righteous, he declares you just. So it's all about a declaration, and that's usually a one-time event, rather than this process of being made actually holy. Second, this distinguishes justification from regeneration in what's called the order of salvation. The Reformers distinguish regeneration and progressive sanctification. So in justification, God declares sinners to be positionally righteous. You get moved from the unsaved, unholy category over to the saved, holy category. And not because of anything you did, but because you've been clothed in the righteousness of Christ. That is in the beginning of your journey. And then in regeneration, you are renewed so that you can begin to grow in practical holiness. Now, you will find debates among Protestants about the order of some things within that kind of schema, but the important thing is that there's been a break there, that regeneration and justification are no longer being treated as kind of the same event. Third, there's the imputed righteousness of Christ. Now, you might be saying, well, yeah, of course righteousness is coming from Christ. But that's not the question. Imputed righteousness is that we've been clothed with Christ in such a way that we remain as rotten as we were before. It's sometimes falsely ascribed to Luther or Calvin, but it seems to have been a later Calvinist author who declared this to be like snow covering a pile of dung. Like, you remain disgusting. Now you're declared holy. So again, it's about this declaration, this imputation. Whereas the Catholic view is that there's an actual infusion of the righteousness of Christ. That through the indwelling of the Holy Trinity, through taking on Christ, you're able to live in this Christ-like way. That you're not just declared righteous before God, but in this, you're really being transformed into being godlike. So those are these kind of three distinctive elements. These things didn't exist prior to the Reformation.